Oh, festive mic check. Ho ho ho.
This is a song about the women's problem. It was written by Yoko and I, and the song is called Woman is the
Spirit of Christmas and festive holiday cheer
of the world.
Last year I did a video where I would review a film of all 24 days of December, which I kind of just gave up on the whole film thing. Yeah, please don't ever make a sequel. Moving on to, yeah, I've already scrapped the film part of this. And that video was something ranking of all the Doctor Who Christmas specials, so I'm just going to leave this running while I take more sips of my yellowtail. It's sad I can't add music. It's quite quiet, isn't it? This year, to set me from tears, I'm only doing 12 days of Christmas. In this video, I'll be counting down my top 12 favourite Christmas films. And for some honourable mentions, I must mention Eyes Wide Shut. I know Stanley Kubrick film. Eyes Wide Shut might not even be the best option for artsy Kubrick Christmas film. You could even watch The Shining, which is a lot more critically acclaimed and is also set during Christmas. Although Eyes Wide Shut to me feels a lot more of a Christmas film to The Shining. I mean, at least it's a Christmas party and a part of the film. The cinematography is perfect, the acting is great from Nicole Kidman at least, but still don't forgive her for trying to stuff Paddington Bear in 2014. Eyes Wide Shut is just a very stunning film. My other honourable mention will be Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, 1983. It's certainly a tough watch. I was very shocked to find a Japanese Christmas war film starring David Bowie, but any film with the David Bowie in it, he will automatically be the best part. I don't think I would have watched this film otherwise, I can't lie, I kind of dislike war films. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence has definitely been a controversial film since it's released. It had a bunch of backlash from how the writer and director portrayed his own race in a film about a war. In a way, great film, great cinematography, shots, framing, acting, all of that. Day one. Is it recording? Yeah, it is. Oh my god, my setup is absolutely diabolical. In 12th place, we have Elf. Yes, this film is kind of rubbish. I like a little bit of the cinematography. I think some shots are interesting, and I like forced perspective during the scenes with the elves. I also really like the little stop motion parts, or at least the animation that is made to look like stop motion if it's not stop motion. But if you actually hate this film, I'd like you to look into the mirror and see what monster you have become. Knowing how some outside scenes were improvised due to budget restrictions, Buddy is kind of like a family-friendly Borat, and I am all for that. This film is so stupid and dumb, so every joke gets tiring so quickly, and this film would be nothing about Will Ferrell, but it's such a heartwarming film. What I love about this DVD is how low quality everything is. This cover, it looks terrible. The 2000s were a weird type of DVDs. This DVD is probably a very early DVD from when they changed the lovely 90s age rating symbol to this horrible new one, which sucks. 11. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. The sequel, not the original. Don't get confused by the box set on screen. Stay with me here. I still can't quite wrap my head around how Tim Curry was in this full cameo to show people that Frankenfurter and Pennywise the Clown is now playing evil hotel guy, assuming for adults watching with their kids. But now this is arguably Tim Curry's most recognisable role. At number 10 we have Tokyo Godfathers, which I do not have. This is a Satoshi Kon film. The person who did this absolutely stunning horror film, Perfect Blue. This is probably the least well-known film on this list. I'll give you a little plot rundown. This film is based on three homeless people, an alcoholic, a woman, and a teenager who ran away from home. They discover a baby where they are determined to find the parents before New Year's. Supporting trans people is a bare minimum, but I adore how casually this film portrays a trans woman in a 2003 anime film. It's not a personality or a plot point, it's just a thing a film glances on for a few seconds, which I find really lovely. This film made me cry and smile a lot. Very heartwarming Christmas film. 9. It's a Wonderful Life. I have learned from my mistakes after rewatching it this year. I have learned maybe it's okay to think one of the most famous Christmas films is also one of the best, because for a while it wasn't even the first film to come to mind when someone says 40s Christmas film. Okay, the footage is in the wrong order, oh my gosh. But here we have Carol, a lovely lesbian romance film set in the 40s. No, 50s. Yeah, I think it's the 50s. Anyway, it's not important. And also, it's a lovely film. It's also produced by no one. Do not look up the producer. 7, we have The Holdovers, which I do not own physically, and it's also the newest film on this list. It's interesting seeing my family's reaction to these very, very letterboxdy films, like this one. But I mean that in a nice way, because this film made me sob. These characters feel so real, which is character writing you basically never see in American cinema. 6, Black Christmas, a Canadian slasher film that really began the whole genre. I like to think this is the mother of slasher films, with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which came out just a few months before, as the father of slasher films. For those who have not heard of this film, think about Scream if it was way more serious and way more 70s. I highly recommend giving this film a go if you have any interest in horror. Who knows, maybe you will find some straight influences from this film to your favourite horror films. 5, Love Actually. I can't lie, this is the only film on this list I have not rewatched this year. Instead, on my advent calendar, I rewatched Black Christmas. But this film, everything is but I love this film. Everything is produced so well, directed, shot, written. All of these characters are so naturally introduced and so realistic. Even if it's a terrible person, you live to know what is about to happen to these characters you've grown to. Gosh, this film is just like so lovely. Now we are on to films that are only 10 out of 10 films. 4, Muppets Christmas Carol. Oh shit, I probably haven't opened this box set since last year. To know that this was the first Muppet film without the amazing Jim Henson absolutely breaks my heart, but it's kind of fitting. This film is so beautiful. Sure, they didn't, everything's spot on about the book, but an adaptation doesn't, especially a Muppet version that aims to be more towards children, but still manages to be so ageless. I can look besides the outdated CGI, but I'm not a big fan of when it has wide establishing shots showing off London, because the set design is so immaculate, but when they try and show off quite shitty CGI animation, it kind of breaks the fantastic immersion that you have with the Muppets. Everything is so believable that, oh my god, the costume designs are so cute. Gonzo even convinced me that he was Charles Dickens. The human actors are all top tier, and it's really hard to be on the same level as the Muppet actors. Speaking of, every Victorian rendition of each Muppet is adorable, especially Bunsen and Beaker. They are so gosh darn cute. The cutest outfits they have ever worn in the Muppets. This film left me in tears, and I'm all for that. One thing I also disliked as a child about this film is how the 3 ghosts are not already like existing Muppets. They are all original characters. I fuck with the Ghost of Christmas Present a lot, but not the other 2 at all. Even the Ghost of Christmas Present really overstimulated me as a child, and still does. I am autistic, and I hate it when people touch me without warning, and Ghost of Christmas Present kept on tapping Scrooge's shoulder and tummy over and over again, as well as putting his arm around him. Watching it now, that still very much overstimulates me. 3, Gremlins, such a fun film. I love you, Gizmo. Second place will go to maybe my favourite film on this list, but it goes down to second place because it's not exactly a Christmas film. Bridget Jones's Diary starts at Christmas and ends at the next Christmas. I adore the editing and comedy in this. They are 2 of my standouts. Mr. Darcy is also so autistic. Not saying that negatively, but I have autism and I see so many traits in Mr. Darcy. Either Colin Firth is just an incredibly good actor pulling that off, or this film is just a bit autistic. Could be that. But I love Bridget Jones's Diary. I maybe watch this film about 5 times a year. I love how it's a Christmas film that you don't need to watch at Christmas. So that means the first place goes to Home Alone. Okay, how can you dislike this film? It is actually just perfect. I think you're just lying to yourself if you think this isn't as well shot as something as Shawshank Redemption. This film is so incredibly well produced and shot. People just like to put it down because it's a children's Christmas film, and I am not all for that. This film is absolutely fantastic. I even parodied a shot from this in a music video I have recently made. I also love how, up to this point, Joe Pesci, is it pronounced Pesci? Was known for very serious Scorsese roles, so I love him for taking on this very cartoony role. I absolutely love him for that.